Does he need a specialist? Do we need to fly somebody in?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You show up here, you tell me Lily's son has something wrong with his leg because of a beating he took because of me.
It's not because of you. Look, Juan made a mistake, and that's what kids do, and sometimes there are tragic consequences, and you feel bad, and you try to make things better, but that doesn't mean it's your fault.
Do you have any idea how many times you've said that to me? And all it proves is how little you know about the things that I've done.
What you think you've done. What you think, listen. Sonny, you look at the world like a child sometimes. You blame yourself for things that you couldn't possibly be responsible for or have control over. It's my fault Daddy left. It's my fault that Mama got hit.
I don't want to hear it, Mike.
No. Listen, I know that I'm not supposed to talk about these things in those times, Michael, but how else can I make you understand? What happened back then was no more your responsibility than what is happening to Juan right now. Look, if you want to help the boy, fine, help him. Call a specialist. Visit him at the hospital. Do whatever you think is necessary, but don't punish yourself. It's a waste, and it's wrong. You aren't guilty for anything.
Well, that's the way you want it to be, because you want to make everything okay, because that's what fathers do. Juan thinks I'm his father. He called me Dad. He thinks I abandoned him, so that's why he came out here, and I said the wrong thing at the wrong time. That happens a lot, doesn't it?
Why would Juan think that you're his father?
I don't know. When Lily died, I flew to Puerto Rico. And, I gave her a cross to Juan and promised to be his friend. Maybe, he was young, he probably misunderstood. Or maybe it was me, looking at him like, and seeing my own child that was never born. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Juan showed up, and I told him I didn't want him around. So he thought his own father was rejecting him. So to prove himself, he spied on Marino for me.
But how does that make you responsible? I mean, you wanted Juan to leave, and you did everything you could to try to help him.
Sure did. So did you. You did everything you could to, that night you had to tell me something. That I was a good father, that you were proud of me, I think. You just had to say it right then and there, so... Lily walked to the car alone when we should have gone together, and I was standing there, listening to you, listening to my father, when my life should have ended. I wasn't supposed to watch them die. I'm supposed to be with them. You have to stop me. Why did you have to say anything?
Michael, I'm not sorry that you're alive.
And somebody's happy.